right this way. The only genuine Wild West spectacle in America, including Big Pot, Big Tree, Chief Iron Eyes, Chief Rattlesnake Pete, and Howling Wolf. The show is about to start, ladies and gentlemen, on the inside. Get your tickets.
Attention, please. Introducing Chief Thunderhorse, full-blooded Sioux Indian Scout.
I'll be that big chief squaw anytime.
Eunice, such language.
Autograph, Big Chief, huh?
Oh, Thunderhorse, please.
Sign him for pretty girl.
Heap much pretty girl.
Hey, Chief, how about a feather for a souvenir?
Why photo souvenir? No feather.
We beg to present the most distinguished equestrians ever gathered from the far-off steeps of Siberia. On the bus, please.
Stop the shorter there, Chief.
Come to.
Hi, Chief.
Hiya, Jake.
Oh, Joe.
Sam,
Yes, sir, Chief.
get this junk off me.
Yes, sir.
I'm late already.
What suit you gonna wear, Chief?
The white one.
Ooh, the white double-breasted one, huh?
Yeah, make it snappy.
Hey.
Your pictures sold like hotcakes today, eh, Joe?
Jake, I bet you $100 there'll be more pictures of me around this town by November 1st than Washington, Lincoln, and Roosevelt put together.
Well, that's duck soup for you, kid, with your split on every photo. And talking of photos, this one ain't so hard on the eyes, neither.
Which? Oh.
It's a long way from the wigwam to her.
You said it. Come on, Sam.
Okay, Chief.
Don't think I'm kidding myself either. This is one Indian that's out to see the world. I'm not passing anything up.
Oh, but what's the dame going to say about all this?
Well, guys like me don't come in pairs.
You're right.
All right, Sam. Have I got everything?
Wait a minute, Chief. You ain't gonna leave your little Beretta, is you?
Hello, Dawson.
Hello, Jake. Well, boy, if them Indians out west could only get a peep at you now.
That ain't all. Take a look at this.
Well,
She's throwing a little cocktail party for me right now. I'll see you boys at the show tonight. Don't strain your eyes.
wait a minute, Joe. That gives me a swell idea. Hello, get me the society editor of the Tribune. Who is she, Joe?
Why?
Well, a picture of you in a swell dish like this would be worth 1,000 seats a day. Hello, is this the society editor? Say, I've got a great
Hey.
story.
Listen, Dawson. Inside here, I ride for you, and you can have all the photographs you want. Outside, I ride for myself.
Well, what do you suppose I pay you $300 a week for, to sign photographs?
$300 my eye. From now on, it's $400 or I quit.
Well, that's gratitude for you.
That means a raise for me, too.
Taking a powder, Chief? No, I'll be back for the night show, Pete.
Oh, say, I almost forgot. One of them Sioux from the Indian village been around here looking for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, a fella by the name of Blue Buffalo who's just come on here from the Sioux reservation.
Where is it?
Right over there.
Have my car sent around, will you?
Okay, Chief.
You Blue Buffalo?
Yes.
I'm Thunderhorse. You want to see me?
You son of Black Pony?
Yeah.
Black Pony say come home.
Me come home? What for?
Black Pony sick. Soon die. You wait long time. His first son. You go.
Thank you, Kansas.
Okay, Chief.
You don't think he was serious, do you, Jake? I mean about quitting.
Ask her. She's doing the talking now.
Nice party, Norma.
Thanks.
Well, you don't seem to be enjoying it.
Why?
You're spoiled.
Not spoiled, Charles. Spoiling.
For another husband?
Good afternoon, sir. You'll find the guests on the terrace.
Norma's bored.
You mean she's sober? That's an idea. Who'd like a highball? Wait, dear. There's your Indian.
So it's an Indian this time.
Didn't you know? You're just as late as you can be.
Oh, I could have been much later. I thought I'd give you a break.
What conceit. Never mind, I'll get even with you. This is Chief Thunderhorse, everyone. You can meet him later if you get a chance. Smile, Joe. What's the matter with the music?
Want to dance?
Wait a minute, I want to be introduced. Mrs. Trevor, this is Chief Thunderhorse.
How do you do?
And Mr. Moffat.
How do you do?
Hello.
Before we're down to something I want to show you.
How'd etchings?
No, come along, I'll show you.
So long.
She's a fool.
Think so? My sympathies are all for the chief. I had Lindquist over from the Field Museum. He said it's absolutely authentic. Aren't you impressed?
What is this, a gag?
Well, I thought you'd get a thrill out of it. It's your past, not mine. Feast your eyes, Redskin. Say, that isn't an ashtray.
No? What is it?
Why, Joe, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. That's a pestle. It's an antique. It was used for grinding corn.
What's the matter? Couldn't they buy their own cornmeal? What's all this?
Swell Indian you are.
To hear you talk, you'd think I was the Indian who poisoned the spring. See, I haven't been on the reservation since I was a kid. I wouldn't know a medicine man from a bootlegger.
Joe, try this on. See a long procession of red men behind you, riding the plains.
Hey, what do you want me to do? Go into my war dance?
What's the matter, Joe?
Nothing the matter. I'm going away, that's all. I won't be seeing you for a week or two.
Where are you going?
Not far.
Business?
Uh-huh.
When are you leaving?
Tonight.
Oh. Well, if you're in a hurry, don't let me detain you.
All right.
Joe. Don't let's quarrel.
Well, who's quarreling?
I don't want you to go away.
You talk like a wife.
Don't you think you owe me something?
No, Ma, I don't owe you anything. You like me and I like you, and that's all there is to it. As long as it lasts, it's swell.
I see. You're quite the modern playboy, aren't you? You try and get away with it and see what happens. Red skin.
Red lips.
Well, what's going on? Say, you can't pull this on me. I got a contract with you, and don't you forget it.
Hurry up with that packing, Sam. We're going west.
Now, wait a minute, Joe. If you got to have 400.
All right, we'll call that a deal. Now I'll tell you what it's all about. My father's sick, and I'm going out there to see him. I'll be back in a couple of weeks.
Yeah? Be back in 2 weeks, eh? Say, that gives me a swell idea. Thunder Horse returns to land of his forefathers. Your old man's a big chief, ain't he?
Yeah, that's right.
Now, look here, Joe. You ain't lying to me. It ain't that dame you're running off with, is it? Well, I mean you're coming back.
I said 2 weeks, Dawson. You can hold up my pay till you see me. Now beat it.
Well, that's fair enough.
Why, say, Joe, for the love of... What is this, anyway?
The chief's going down to the old plantation and see his old pappy.
Shut up, you.
Here, Sam, put these bags in the car.
Yes, sir.
You got everything?
Yes, sir. Oh, chief, don't forget your old skull cap.
My father's pretty sick, Jake. Besides, maybe I can pick up a trick or two out there. I'm pretty stale at this Indian business. Got shown up good this afternoon.
Shown up?
Yeah, saw a lot of Indian antiques. They had to tell me what they're all about.
Well, they weren't about $300 a week. That's a cinch.
$400 you mean, don't you?
That's right. But say, Joe, on the level...
Oh, cheer up. It won't be long. So long, Jake.
So long, Chief. Don't stay away too long.
So long, boys.
Come on, Sam.
Let go, chief. Is this the reservation, Chief?
You're in it now.
White folks didn't give the Indians much of a break. Sure is dry.
Let's go.
Ain't much doing, is it, Chief?
Now that I got you out here on the reservation, I'm going to make a real Indian out of you. I'm going to call you Ramona.
Oh, Chief.
Where does Black Pony live? You know him, don't you, Black Pony? I'm Thunder Horse, the son of Black Pony. I hear my father's sick. Well, does he still live out by Yellow Creek, or have they taken him to the government hospital? All right. Thanks just the same.
You children have to get down now. We got to go, you know. Yeah, get down. That's it. Well,
He doesn't seem to know. We'll have to see the agent.
who that, Chief?
Federal agent, headquarters.
Did you even know the number of the house, Chief? That first sight of life I see since we come on the plantation.
Ramona, you wait here.
I got no place else to go, Chief.
Better get some gas.
Ramona.
Hey, where are you going?
I want to see the agent.
What's your name?
Just tell him that Joe Thunderhorse, son of Black Pony's, come out from the World's Fair in Chicago to see him.
You wait. He busy.
Well, so am I. I'll give him about 5 minutes. Say, who runs this joint anyway?
Elihu P. Quisenberry.
Well, you must have been away to school. Haskell Institute?
Yes.
Me too, girlie.
Never mind the girlie.
I'm Joe Thunderhorse of Chicago.
It's no secret. I heard you when you came in.
Just thought I'd run out for a week or two.
You've been away a long time.
You said it.
Stick around. You'll learn something they don't teach at Haskell.
Yeah. Hello, beautiful.
Hello.
Hey, who was that?
That's Mr. Shanks, the undertaker.
Hell, who's that first guy that went in?
That's Mr. Grandy. He's a lawyer.
I've just sent you over a customer, Gus. Mrs. Brokenrope. Yeah. Say, how much did you say those new cars were? $6.45 equipped. Okay. Yes, the usual. Well, I'll give her $7.50. Yeah, that's $105 in my favor, you know. Come in. Oh, hello, Shank.
Quiz.
Hello, George.
Hello. Say, listen. I've got just the right thing for that engine that kicked off last night. A special metal casket, copper line.
How much?
Oh, it's the swellest looking job you ever seen. Of course, there'll be the usual three-way split. I get mine, you get yours. The rest goes in the tribal fund. And old Quiz here just dares any engine to get it out.
How much does this Indian leave, Quiz?
Huh? Well, let's see. Yeah, well, his share of the tribal fund amounted to $1,205. And then there's rental for grazing land, 6, 7, 10 years. That makes $1,050.
Totals up to $2,255, eh?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, didn't he have a son and daughter?
The estate goes to his cousin, Molly Jakes.
What, again?
Now, Tom, you know, I don't like that kind of talk around here. Molly Jakes nursed this poor old fella and made his last days happy.
Yeah, him and who else? Listen, maybe you'd better get another name for your record. If that new Indian commissioner down at Washington ever starts looking for those Molly Jakes, he's going to get wise.
Dickinson? He won't get any further than the last one.
Just the same, if you'll take my advice.
All right. I'll call her Emma. Rainbow.
Well, that's better. Well, let me see. Hearse and casket with all the trimmings. $450, $750.
Yeah. I suppose your fee for drawing up a will will be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that leaves $755 for Molly, I beg pardon, Emma Rainbow.
Tell you what'll do, Quiz. I'll shake you for the extra $5.
I never gamble with government money.
Hey, Quiz. Quite a sideshow you've got out here.
Oh. That's this Chief Thunderhorse, all right.
That's the bird we passed on the way in.
Whitefeather tipped me he was waiting. Thinks he's a big shot now.
He's the guy that Dickinson took off the reservation and sent down to Haskell, isn't he?
Yeah, but that was long before my time.
Better watch your step.
Don't worry. I know how to handle Indians, college or no college.
Hey. Go and tell Elihu P. Quisenberry I want to see him.
You'll wait.
Indian, wait to see agent.
Wait. Don't go there. Wait.
Now, what is this? What's the matter?
Your name Quisenberry?
Yes.
Go away from me.
That's all right. You can wait outside. Well, aren't you a little impetuous, young man? This is the office of the federal government.
Yeah, well, I'm Joe Thunderhorse of Chicago. Black Pony's my father. I'd come out here to see him.
Well, come and sit down, Joe. That's mighty nice of you.
Is he in the hospital?
No, the poor old fellow didn't want to go there.
Well, he's pretty sick, though.
Yes, we've done everything we could for him. Everything. But you know, a man has only got so long to live, and...
I see. What's the best way out there?
Well, don't be in a hurry. Sit down. And talk to me about yourself. You're a friend of Dickinson's, ain't you?
You know Dickinson?
Know him? Long before Dickinson was made Indian commissioner down at Washington, we used to talk together by the hour about the Indian problem. What we'd do if we ever had the opportunity. Yes, sir, and now we're doing it.
Oh, if you're to make the grade, maybe...
Take yourself, for example.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, I don't say it isn't hard to help people who don't want to be helped. But that's no excuse for not trying.
Oh, sure, that's right.
Oh, Lydia, I want you to meet Joe Thunderhorse from the World's Fair at Chicago.
Hello.
How do you do?
Well, I better see the doctor, I guess.
Oh, well, Lydia, is Doc Turner around?
He just came in. Shall I call him?
No, don't bother. I'll get him for you.
Say, what did you mean a while ago about something I was going to learn they don't teach at Haskell?
I take it back. You'll never learn anything.
Well, wait a minute, girlie. I mean, Lydia, I want to talk to you.
Do you think I'm worth it? You know, I'm only an Indian, and I haven't been to Chicago.
Friend of Dickinson's, huh?
Yeah, so go easy. Give him plenty of soap. Oh, Joe. It's Joe. Here. This is Doc Turner. He's in charge of the agency hospital.
Oh, yeah, how are you?
Been doing everything we could for your father, Joe. Hope you find him all right.
All right. I thought he was dying.
Well, what I mean to say is, as far as medical attention is concerned...
When did you see him last?
Why, yesterday. No, the day before.
There's nothing more you can do for him?
Well, not a thing. That's the sad part of old age. Better stay away from him. A doctor only frightens him.
All right, Doc, thanks.
Don't mention it.
I want to get out there to see him.
Well, he lives out on the flatlands near Dead Tree Spring.
All right, I'll find him.
Well, goodbye, Joe. And drop in often.
Much obliged.
Hey, what's the matter with you? You got to pull yourself together.
Hey!
Can I give you a lift? It's a pretty swell job.
No, thanks. I'm just going to lunch.
Not sore.
No, not a bit.
Well, then why can't we be friends?
What for?
Well, what's the matter with me?
You may be all right back in Chicago, but you certainly don't fit into this picture out here.
Why? Because I've been able to make something out of myself instead of lying around the reservation living off the government?
How do you know how we live out here? You've been away. You've forgotten. I heard Quisenberry make a fool of you.
A fool of me?
Yes. What do you suppose he cares about you, or your father, or any of us? To him, you're nothing but a common circus freak, come back to brag a little. He'll kid you along and send you back as blind as when you came.
That ain't a squaw, Chief. That's a squall.
Black Pony live here? Are you Adam? Well, I'm your brother Joe.
I'm glad you come in time.
Who are they?
Our cousins. Family of One Horse. With us 2 years now.
Didn't they used to live at Eagle Butte?
When One Horse died, agents sold their farm.
Oh.
You remember Jenny?
Jenny. Why, sure. You were only 2 years old when I left.
Yo. White man.
What does the doctor say?
He never come. 3 times I went for him.
He told me he was here yesterday.
No, he never come. They always lie. They say they never whip us.
Who whipped you?
School policeman.
What for?
I leave reservation without permission.
Yo. You who are a stranger here. You are way too long. Too long living with white men. White men is government. Government never change. Never.
You must be patient, Mrs. Crowfeather. Hello. Dr. Turner's busy, but send him over. Your son's application to the government sanatorium was entered 18 months ago.
He will die before you send him away.
See what I can do. Pardon me, Dr. Turner, but Mrs. Crowfeather and her son are here again.
Tell him to come back tomorrow. I'm busy.
Yes, but...
Go on, get out, get out.
I want to see Doc Turner.
He's busy. Come back tomorrow.
You lied to me, didn't you? You never went to see my father at all. Is that the way all the Indians get medical treatment around here?
Get out of this office. Get out. I won't stand for that talk from any Indian.
Now, you remember this tribe here? I'd like to get a close-up of you.
What's going on here?
Oh, that's Chief Blackstar, the big medicine man of New Haven, Connecticut. Getting crowned chief of the Sioux. Great publicity stunt, ain't it?
Why, there ain't no limit to this racket, Chief. When you get them Indian feathers on you, Black Star's Kickapoo Indian Remedy's gonna double its sales in no time out there among the Hicks.
Well, we're all ready. How about the dough?
I said you'd get your money as soon as the ceremony's over.
No dough, no coronation. And checks on New York and Chicago don't go. 3,500. 1,500 berries, okay.
How much of that goes to the tribe?
Oh, I'll give 'em a couple of sides of beef, maybe. Keep 'em from asking questions.
I'd like to take a look at this big noise.
Tell 'em something. Me no say here. Me do plenty back east for you.
He say he will protect you and help you till Great Spirit call him.
Hey, what's the idea? You can't get away with that.
Hey, brother, are you looking for trouble?
This your show?
Yes, it's my show. What of it?
So, you're a big chief of all the Sioux, are you? Well, let me tell you something. If ever I catch you posing as a Sioux chief to sell medicine, I'll break you in two. Now beat it.
Yeah, sir.
Tell them to go home. They don't have to do this.
Hey, come back, come on! Call him back! Hey, come back!
Joe,
What do you want?
Quisenberry's just heard about your fight with Turner, and this won't help it any.
They're being fooled into selling their birthright.
I'm sorry about what I said.
I found out you are right.
But you've got to be careful.
Why? What are they going to do about it?
You don't understand. Your name is still on the books. They can restrict you to the reservation.
Me, you restricted?
You wouldn't have a chance. There's nothing you can do here. Why don't you go back to Chicago?
Gee, you're a funny girl. First you bull me
Yes,
out.
I know. But I was wrong. You'll only get into trouble, and it won't help.
Thanks for the tip.
The Lord gave, and the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. And verily every man living is altogether vanity. For man walketh in a vain shadow, and disquieteth himself in vain. He heapeth up riches, and cannot tell who shall gather them. Deliver me from all mine offenses, and make me not a rebuke unto the foolish. Oh, spare me a little, that I may recover my strength before I go hence, and be no more seen. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Ghost, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. Do not grieve, my children. Your father's soul is at rest with the Great Spirit.
All set, Reverend? Give me a hand, Joe. We'll get him in the wagon.
I'll take him myself.
But, Joe, I got a fine copper-lined casket back in range at the store. I was going to put him in that and bring him to the cemetery tomorrow.
He'll be there.
The committal service at the cemetery will be at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Beautiful talk, Reverend, beautiful. Wasn't it, Joe? Well, so long. I wonder what he wanted to keep that stiff overnight for.
You know how superstitious they are in their reverence for the departed.
Yes, I know. Just the same, you'd think Joe'd be almost a white man by now.
Adam. Isn't there someone who remembers our customs?
Turning Eagle at Dark Valley.
Well, go get him. Tell him we're going to bury Black Pony in our own way.
Our agents say no.
Agent or no agent, go get him. Jenny. What's the matter? Tell me. What's happened?
Tom is said.
Anna!
You've come to talk to Shanks about your father's funeral tomorrow. If you hurry, you'll catch him over on the west side of town. It's heading on down the Flat Rock. Won't be back until the morning.
Thanks. Hey, Bud, how much for that rope?
Couple of bucks.
All right, give it to me.
Years of work with the Indians. And in one night, this stuck-up cowboy actor tempts my flock back to the pagan ways of sin.
Yesterday, Doc Turner. And now this. By heaven, I'll show this Bolshevik that he can't defy the regulations and authority of the government. Yes.
Thunderhorse, he come now.
Shut the door. I'll handle him, Reverend. Now, you two fellas wait outside till I call you. Well, Joe?
I've come to settle about my father's land before I leave.
Oh, that isn't the only thing you've come to settle about, is it?
No, and whatever else there is to settle, I'll settle right now.
Well, Joe, In the first place, this is a government reservation, and the government does not tolerate any attacks upon its servants. Now, I'm talking about Doc Turner. You know I could put you in the jug for that? And there's this other matter. These pagan services that you were conducting last night. Now, you should know we can't tolerate any backsliding like that around here.
Nobody interferes with your religion.
Oh. So that's the way you feel about it, is it? Now, you listen to me. We got missionaries around here to give the Indians Christian religion. And what's good enough for us ought to be plenty good enough for you. Now, anyone who doesn't see things that way around here is in trouble.
Cut out the act, Quisenberry. Let's get down to cases.
This is cases. I'm waiting to hear what you've got to say for yourself.
You can't put anything over on me. Now come clean about my father's land. I want my brother to inherit it.
You want? I'm the legal probator around here, and no one else has got anything to do with it. Now get that through your skull. Wait, I'm not through yet.
Well, neither am I, but I'm not wasting any more time here with you.
What's that, Scatters?
I know the game you've been playing, and it's got to stop.
He did, huh?
Even if I have to take it to Dickinson in Washington.
All right. I'll be over to see him in a few minutes. So, you're going to Washington with your little story, are you? Well, see how far you'll get. You'll have to explain dragging Shanks on a rope and leaving him for dead. And it'll take a long time to explain that. Officer, put him under arrest for attempted murder and challenging the authority of the federal government. Now, Shanks is in the hospital. And if he dies, we'll hang you higher than Pike's Peak. Come on, get up, get up, get up. All right, sit down, sit down, sit down. Yeah, tell them to be quiet.
Order in the court. La Costa! La Costa! Who picks the judges, Quisenberry? You?
Well, what do you care? They're your own people, ain't they?
Well, you ought to know.
Your Honors, tell the defendant, Joe Thunderhorse, that he's got an attorney, Mr. Grandy.
Joe, you got attorney.
Now, the charges are assault, disorderly conduct, and attempting to demoralize the tribe by reverting to savage customs.
Your Honors, where are the plaintiffs, Shanks and Turner?
Where's Shanks and Turner?
Your Honor, Dr. Turner was so badly injured by this defendant here that he's in the hospital. Tom Shanks is also in the hospital at Ranger in a very serious condition.
Your Honors, as counsel for the defendant, Joseph Thunderhorse, I submit a plea of guilty to all three charges. And I appeal to the mercy of the court.
You call this a trial, Quisenberry? I won't have that man for my lawyer. Get rid of these dummies of yours up here and put me on trial before a federal judge.
Idiot, idiot. Your Honors, I submit that the defendant's remarks be stricken from the records. And as he's violating the dignity of this court, he be made to sit down.
Joe, sit down.
Now, since counsel for the defendant has submitted a plea of guilty, the government is willing to accept that plea. I suggest that you fix the maximum penalty for the defendant in these offenses. 90 days at labor.
Joe, 90 days. Okay?
Your Honors, how about costs and attorney's fees?
Your Honors, the government suggests that in addition to his jail sentence, the defendant pay $100 fine, $100 for trial costs, and $100 for attorney's fees, to be taken from the funds found on his person.
Joe, pay.
The car is in the garage. I'll wait here.
Thanks, Lydia. Are you sure this won't get you into trouble?
They'll never know. I'll put the keys back. Even if I never see you again, it's been worth it.
You'll see me again.
Where are you going?
Washington. Take care of Jenny.
The money and things they took out of your pockets when they put you in jail. Sam's waiting for you at the edge of the reservation. Let me know where you are and I'll have your things sent on.
Chief, I certainly give you up for a dead Injun.
What's that for?
Oh, good or bad, that's my horoscope.
What's becoming of the Indian?
Ain't he in jail?
Oh. We'll take him along for investigation anyway. Take him in, boys. Come on. Jack, you drive his car.
Joe, I've been reading a lot about you lately. You've gotten yourself into a fine jam.
I explained my side of the story in my letter.
Yes, and I believe you've told me the truth.
Well, put myself in your hands, Mr. Dickinson. I'll do anything you say.
You've come to me because you think I've got the power to help you. But I haven't. Every move I make is blocked by the same organized groups that have been bleeding the Indian for years. Water power, oil rights, cattle ranges, timber. Whatever the Indian happens to own, they manage to get away from him. They control public opinion and legislation. And they've got me hogtied.
Well, they haven't got me hogtied, and they can't muzzle me either.
All right, Joe. Get me Hopkins, Attorney General's office. Maybe this is what I've been waiting for. A concrete case. We'll blow it wide open. Hopkins, Dickinson talking. I have a fugitive from justice here, and I want him paroled to me. Joe Thunderhorse. Yes, that's it. A Sioux. Spotted Eagle Reservation. Yes. Will you explain to the Attorney General? Thanks. Now then.
Thanks.
It's going to be a fight, Joe.
I'll fight.
The most powerful interests in the country will try to smash you. But if they do, they'll have to smash me, too.
Mr. Chairman, I make the charge that this investigation is nothing but a political appeal to the sentimentality of the American people. Its chief character is a renegade Indian, an attempted murderer who at this very moment is sitting before us.
Mr. Chairman, I object to Senator Beale's continuing, except as a sworn witness.
Proceed with the hearing. Joseph Thunderhorse, will you take the witness chair, please? Have him sworn in.
You can't get in here without a pass.
Pass? Say, do you recognize the profession around here?
Look here, stranger, I made that engine. He's worth $500 a week to us back in Chi, and I'll pay more if I got her.
Just tell Joe Sam is out here. He'll give us a pass.
All messages have to come through the Indian Commissioner.
Sure, the government gives him land. Gives it to him and then kicks him off.
How do you mean, kicks them off?
Well, if you inherit some land, Senator, all you've got to do is to take a will into court. If an Indian's folks leave him some land, he wakes up one morning to find the agent has sold it to a white man.
Well, isn't the Indian credited with the amount of the purchase price?
I'll say he's credited on the agent's books. And I'll give a copper-lined casket to any Indian who gets a chance to look at him. And he'll need it.
I protest. American statesmen have labored long and hard to transform the savage into a property-owning, law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, you made a lot of diseased beggars out of them.
How about this, Commissioner?
He's given you only a part of the picture. The truth of the matter is, the Indians in the United States carry a debt burden of $40 million for bridges, roads, and irrigation projects, most of which they cannot, by any stretch of the imagination, make use of.
Well, why were they built?
To pay political debts to contractors, and for the advantage of white settlers and tourists.
Well, the Indian was granted his citizenship during the Coolidge administration in return for his services during the war.
The Indian a citizen, eh? That's funny. He hasn't any constitutional rights. He can't even hire a lawyer without the agent's consent. Oh, he's given the right to live on wasteland. He's given the right to trial before Indian judges who are under the agent's thumb and do just what he tells them to. He's given the right to worship, but if he happens to remember that the Indian once had a religion of his own, he gets a beating for it. He's given the right to love, but a white man can violate an Indian girl and get away with it.
On what authority do you bring such a charge concerning the treatment of Indian girls?
My 15-year-old sister.
Order, please. Anything further you wish to say?
Yes. You used to shoot the Indian down. Now you cheat him and starve him and kill him off by dirt and disease. It's a massacre any way you take it.
Mr. Chairman?
Commissioner. The hearing of the Senate Investigation Committee on Indian Affairs will be adjourned till further notice.
I have a warrant for your arrest for the murder of Thomas Shanks. He died yesterday. All right, boys. Corporal, I want you to go with him to Ranger. See that he gets every possible break. Keep in touch with me.
Very well, Mr. Dickinson.
My name's Jennings, Sheriff of Ranger County. You're from Washington, ain't you?
That's right.
This is the man we're to turn over to you.
Oh. All right, come on.
Hello, Joe.
Joe.
Lydia. Everything's going to be all right. Dickinson's helping me.
I'm afraid of what they'll do to you, Joe.
Don't worry. This is my attorney, Mr. Cochran.
Oh, yes. How do you do?
All right, let's go.
Quiz, it don't look so good to me.
Well, he's going to hang. That'll teach him to shoot his mouth off to a Senate committee.
He'll hang if we can keep that sister of his from testifying.
And if we don't?
We'll all hang. He's basing his entire defense on her testimony. The unwritten law, justifiable homicide.
Don't worry. Whitefeather has already taken care of her.
What do you mean?
She won't be there to testify.
What shall I do? Bring Jenny into town?
I'd rather she stayed right in the hotel with me until the trial is over.
I wish there was some other way, Cochran. She's only a kid.
Her testimony is all we have, Joe. Besides, don't forget what this trial means to Dickinson. We are going to prove the whole Indian case right here.
I know. I understand. Only stick close to her, Lydia. Don't let her be alone.
I will, Joe.
How long will it take you?
I'll have her in Ranger by 9 o'clock tonight. I've come for Jenny.
Jenny not here.
Where is she?
Here last night. Today Jenny gone.
Have you looked for her?
Look everywhere. Jenny gone.
Go to Turning Eagle and search every hut on the road. I'm going to Eagle Butte.
You see Jenny?
No.
Tomorrow morning's Joe's trial. And Jenny gone.
White agents afraid of the truth, eh?
Yes.
And they'll hang Joe if Jenny's not there?
Yes.
No, they won't. In the old days, Adam, we had war councils. We've got to fight again now. We've got to stop that trial. They take Jenny away, we get Joe out of jail. We'll burn the courthouse. Come on.
Judge Eldridge, how can I allow my client to go to trial until the witness Jenny is found? The prosecutor ought to know that.
It's a matter for the sheriff to locate the witness.
Mr. Quisenberry, isn't the agent responsible for the person of the Indians entrusted to him?
Well, the Indian reservation covers hundreds of miles of territory. You can't expect to keep an eye on each Indian individually.
Nevertheless, Mr. Quisenberry, I delegate you to find her.
Very well, Your Honor. See what I can do.
We're meeting tonight in Ranger. Separate and come in from different directions. Understand?
Well, you're trembling, Lydia. What's the matter?
Jenny's disappeared.
Jenny.
They're coming into town from all over the reservation. They're going to fight. If Jenny's not found, they'll stop the trial. They're coming here to get you out.
There's got to be a trial. That's what I'm here for. Dickinson's counting on it. I can't let him down.
But, Joe, you'll never get a fair trial.
They've got to keep out of this. I'm the one who started it, and I'm not quitting now.
Fire! Fire! Joe, look!
Hey, boy, come here! Come here! Get more, get...
The fools. They think burning the courthouse down is going to stop the trial? They'll only call the troops.
to jail.
Put the applicant in cell. Come on, Joe.
Wait a minute. You're not helping me. This trial's got to go on. Don't you understand?
Joe! Joe! Whitefeather knows about Jenny. I know.
Come on.
Stay there.
Bring that deputy! Lydia, you get back to the reservation and stay there. Better. Adam, take care of her. Where's the sheriff?
I reckon he's out looking for more men and guns.
I'm going to release you. You tell him that I'll be back to stand trial when I find Jenny and not before. Let him go. Come on. Shut up! Quiet! There's got to be a trial, you understand? For Dickinson. For all of us. Burning the courthouse won't stop it. They'll only bring the soldiers and shoot you down. We don't want another massacre. Let the trial go on. All we need is my sister Jenny. I just found out where she is and I'm going to get her. You, go get the white lawyer Cochran and bring him here to me. The rest of you go home. Go back to the reservation where you belong. We'll never get a square deal by breaking a white man's law.
Joe want lawyer. Cochran.
All right.
You stay here. All right.
Joe! If we can prove that Quisenberry kidnapped your sister, Dickinson will remove him from office.
Great. Let's go.
All right, give it to him.
I tell where Jenny is.
I guess that's enough, Joe.
Where is she?
On the road. Old shack. I'll take you.
Get into Ranger and tell the judge we've located the witness.
All right, put his clothes on and bring him along.
He can't make no getaway over this road. And he ain't aiming to make no getaway.
Step on it.
You men wait here. Cochran, come with me, will you? Jenny! Here, break this door down. Jenny! Jenny! All right.
Jenny.
Bring him in.
Jenny, it's Joe. Tell me, who did it? Don't be afraid. Turn around.
Who did it? Who did it? Was it Whitefeather?
Whitefeather?
Quisenberry make me do it. Quisenberry and Turner.
Bring him over here. Sign this.
Now, wait a minute. Hands up!
Pick him up! Drop that club!
Keep him up!
Kill everybody.
Keep him up!
Take his gun.
Sheriff, while you're about it, you better take Whitefeather. I've got his full confession.
All right, get him.
Get the doctor.
In view, therefore, of the confession of the policeman Whitefeather, and on recommendation of the prosecution, the court directs the jury to return a verdict that the defendant, Joseph Thunderhorse, be held not guilty.
Order.
Your Honor may be pleased to know that Dickinson has removed Quisenberry and Turner from office and is pressing for federal indictments against them.
Joe! If the doctor knew you were climbing around like this,
He knows. Besides, I couldn't go away without saying goodbye to all this country. I kind of like it.
I've been looking for you to give you this. You're not strong enough to go away yet.
Oh, yes, I am. I got to go.
I suppose they want you to come back to Chicago.
Oh, sure they do. Guys like me don't come in pairs.
When will you go?
You read it, girlie.
Never mind the girlie. Why, Joe, it's from Washington. In recognition of your fight for your people, would like you to accept position in Indian service here to help eradicate what Lincoln 70 years ago called an accursed system. Dickinson.
Just think of all the time I wasted shooting glass balls and signing autographs. This is a real job. Will you help me?
Guys like you don't come in pairs.